Hello and welcome. I was going to look at everything and then I thought, no, because you can do that when you start. So yeah, we'll look at everything together just to take good stock of the fact that, you know, we've got things to sell or we haven't got things to sell, or obviously we're selling the eggs. So yeah, you know what I mean. Right, so then, oh, I'm dragging into the ground. Ooh, it's moving weirdly. Yeah, I've been busy. I was going to do some modding, and it is true. I was saying this yesterday. You've got to be in the right place, and like on a Saturday morning when you just had it, you still. Oh, well, I am still a lot tired. You know, like when you like can't face things. It's that can't facing things when you like think, oh no, I can't be bothered with that. I just need to chill a bit. So here I am. Yeah, I thought, well, let's get cracking. I'm working on quite a few Let's Plays, really. But which is a nice place to be in some ways. I know obviously there's advantages and disadvantages to doing like it the way that I do it, but overall I quite like it the way that I do it, really. So this is nice and full. And what have we got to sell or worry about selling or all that type of stuff? Red Bee says building up a little. Pig food, we've got quite a bit actually. Now that's worth probably doing, and it's not on the really bright. It's supposed to be March, and let's do it. Let's do it now before it like gets. I'd imagine. Let's have a look. Let's not imagine. I can't see our big trailer. Where are you hiding? That could be. Oh no, that's the flatbed, which has changed shape a bit. I'm not sure I'm liking it at present. No, it's I need to put chock sports on. I thought I was right that chocks literally are like brakes in a way that you put them under the wheels, and I've been trying to use them, and I stumbled across by mistake putting them in the reverse dolly and realising that wow, it's gone against the wheel, and yeah, like this one. So this is what I need to look at to see the chocks there. They're brakes, and that's what I need to do on my. Yeah, so you only need to do it on one. I suppose you would, wouldn't you, really? Yeah, so I need to do this on my, because it is driving me crazy with wandering around since I've done the latest change. But it's better in a lot of ways. It's one of those things where I know I've actually done it right. It's definitely a good idea. So they basically come in when you attach. So I've got them in the right place because because the model was right to begin with, and then I've tweaked it and added things and ripped things apart and all that type of stuff. Now, what are we doing? Pig food, I believe, was right where we were. Yeah, I think we're sort of. This is my trouble. I chat, and I'm not concentrating on what I'm actually doing. And whereas you could probably get away with it if you're at your best. On a Monday morning, perhaps, when you're going to work, then perhaps I could get away with it. But on a Saturday morning, after we're a man down, so we really are having to really go for it. So I think it would be. Now then, this is where I'm going to grab. No, I can't grab the soups. Now this is one beautiful thing about obviously the new system that Giants have got, and that is the fact that I cannot possibly grab the soups like this because it won't let me. So that is quite okay. There's the pig food. It really will. Yes, that's what we want. Oh, so it's just worth a lot. We know this. It's worth quite a lot of cash. Not that we're really strapped for cash, and we are on pounds. Let's do that straight away, because it would be nice for once not to realise at the very last minute. And then like you think, well, what is the point in changing it now? Right, so this is the most green, or well, it could be a bit greener, but to be honest, our fantastic sell points or our self-marketing. So yeah, I don't want it to be mix that up really with a sell point. It is a sell point. You're selling your own gear, but I want to be succinct about what I'm saying, not mislead people with words to mean something I don't really mean. Just so easily done. Why am I not getting the dump? Oh, okay. I must have just like gone straight over it. or at a bad angle, so my wheels weren't, or I wasn't, yeah, I wasn't quite in the right place. Smashing 48,000. Excellent. Anything else that we need to do whilst we're here? That's, I don't want to forget. Solid field, no. 6 straw, we're not selling. Potato soup, yeah, the soups are all. Oh, hang on, we've got. They're still saying we've got more pig food, so that must be in the one of the others, which is fairly obvious, really. So the noodle soup's doing well. That's obviously something we can do the soups anytime. So we'll let them build up and get the bread. We've got a lot of it, which proves it is doing well. But obviously that will be for selling at the end of the Let's Play, I should say. So we've fed our animals. What have we got in the sales? That little lot. I love this because I'm sure at some point we had one of these. Sure we did. But I mean, we've got the mover now. On this Let's Play, if I've got the mover, as far as I'm concerned, it is our baler. Yeah, it is. It does the job, the function of that, and I'm quite happy with that particular sort of function. So yeah, we're going to leave that off. Did we do everything? Let's have a look. I think we did. I mean, we've had it fertilised for absolutely forever. Let's have a look. I think, no, we did. Yeah, I remember. The lime, that was all needs rolling. Oh, I think we left ourselves a bit of a clue, didn't we, with this? Like, as in, this was right next to it. So this does need rolling. Oh, and I'm going to enjoy this because I often forget to use this beautiful bit of kit. So let's get this rolled, shall we? So is that the only one? Let's have a look again. No, that way. Needs. Oh, we need to switch that on. Just that one. It is, in fact, it is just this very one. Field 7 is the only one that needs rolling. So let's get this job done. It shouldn't take long with this beautiful bit of kit. So then, yes, am I going to time-lapse this? I will, yeah, because I'd like the session to mean something, not with just all the... It still struggles with, like, they've still got a lot of work to do with this laggy. It's sort of totally... It's weird, obviously they've gone for, like, a grand, you know, this is the best iteration of the game we have ever done. Well, I'm not sure. I'd say that they're all better than this at present, because it's these kind of things that are hallmarks of the game, as in that it's an agricultural game where we're doing agricultural things, which is exactly what we're doing now. And if those animations are not on time, then it will draw every single human being's brain, mind, eyes, everything to that fact and totally ruin it. I mean, that at this precise moment, it's actually, that's on time, and the lovely soil animations and the effects, it's really good. But you can still see, actually, if you look closely, that the effects of, like, the soil changing its from, like, the squarey bits where we've, like, obviously did this planting to this sometimes lags, and that totally ruins it. It does. It's got to be spot on if you with this type of thing, really. Yeah, there was a bit there. It didn't actually pop for quite a couple of seconds. So that's the type of thing that's really... Yeah, and again there, another one. Yeah, if it's not on time, your brain jumps out and goes, well, that's not very good, is it? And for this type of thing, obviously, where it really is totally necessary. Mowing is the same, yeah, it really is. And picking up straw, I'm using the mover on New Hope yesterday, and again, you can see it looks like the grass is still on the grass for about a second or two, and then it catches up. But it's disconcerting because you're like thinking, did it pick it up? Has it missed it? Because that's what your brain's telling you, that the mover's not picked it up. But it has. It's just that the game doesn't reflect that. It's also like when you go in the map and look at things, that's the same. It's sort of, you have to go out and in again, and it like nudges the game, and it does it straight away then. So it proves it can do it, but for some reason it's not. But it is, as I said, really for this type of game, it's bread and butter. It's got to be spot on that particular thing, or it totally ruins the game, and that was right on every iteration. Even FS22 never had anything like that. It was spot on where it was important. So I still, with all of the things that we've got, if you're going to add a new feature, it's got to be right. It has, you can't ruin and rip the game to pieces like has been done, and then like it's terrible. I'm back to my normal Xbox gamepad. I bought this Vader 4 Pro. It's supposed to be the like bee's knees of like new things. It wasn't terribly expensive, but it was expensive enough. But I've got to be honest, it's terribly shoddy. There's no support from the company, FlyDigi. It's rubbish. As in, like, the whole... It's a beautiful gamepad, but like many other people, it suddenly stops working. And, like, it used... On this, it was literally suddenly, just for no reason. Well, I just came on and one day it stopped working. And I'm like, oh, what's that about? So, of course, as you do, you know, like, you like having battles. It has its own little tiny, like, 2.4 gigahertz, or it might be a Bluetooth. I think it's Bluetooth. But it's never worked on Bluetooth. It's only ever worked on wire. Now, I don't mind that. That would have been okay. But then it suddenly stopped working on wire. And I'm like, well, this is a load of rubbish, in it. Really? I'd sooner have a cheap thing. It wasn't expensive, but it was expensive enough that it's not cheap. That it's now become like a total just an ornament. And it really is quite poor. I would have to send it all the way over to China as well. It literally was one of those. I bought it from Temu. So was it Temu? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I bought it from Temu. They do some it's not all cheap stuff like people think. With Temu, you can actually get some, and it was slightly cheaper than buying it from other sort of companies because it was very cutting edge. But again, reading forums and things like that, there's a lot of people who are unhappy. So, and I don't blame them. It's we've been sort of charged for a decent thing, and it's rubbish. And the support, I mean, apparently someone said the support was good, but what they meant was that support answered, but they didn't fix the problem. So that's not really good support in my thing. You have got to fix the problem that exists. So I might have a battle this coming week with FlyDigi support and see like if they can fix this, but I very doubt. I think it's poor software. It's got to be. It's just poor follow-through. It's got some super-duper buttons that basically, if it worked, of course, then that would be fantastic. But it doesn't work, so therefore there's no point in going on about how good it could be when it's not any good. So yeah, it's a... If you're going to rush out and get one based upon people's recommendations, then just save yourself the money. I'd sooner buy 4 Xbox controllers and then work properly for a year and the buttons wear out than I would like buy something that's supposed to. The buttons will never wear out, and then after 4 weeks it stops working anyway, in which case it's actually, a lemon really, isn't it? It's not fit for purpose. So, yeah, for those who are thinking of splashing out 60 to 80 quid, then I wouldn't bother. Save yourself the hassle that you're going to get in a few weeks, because you're going to get some hassle. Yeah, the forums are jammed packed. Unless FlyDigi pull their finger out and get this sorted, the people are eventually going to think, well, FlyDigi, they're a bit like what we were saying with Giants. Your reputation, it stems from how your product is, it can soon take a nosedive, even if it was good at one time. It's true. If you have a crash and burn moment where literally it's all crashes and burns, then you are going to crash and burn. Right, so let's have a look. It should be fantastic. It's gone. I'm deliberating with switching off the auto save because it is sort of driving me crazy a bit at the minute. But right, so let's just check everything else. That's all good. They're all beautiful, looking very colourful, and I think it's time to go through and get out of the month of April. I do, because I think we're about there. We want to go to 9 o'clock. I'm working on another similar to the Amity, to do new vegetables, but I have completely remodeled it, as in like I've got a proper. It's based upon the proper vegetable rollers that you see. Oh, they do look nice, fantastic. It's in the sales this morning. It's 7.4 meter little class, and a now that's the type of thing I'm on about, really. Now, what we've got one, haven't we? But I'm not sure we've got that one. Now, I would imagine it works because it's all based upon like what. Yeah, so we're gonna buy it. We're gonna need one. So let's just grab it. Yeah, because that's like the other one. We've got the potato one. Now we've got the vegetable one. Now that was a good bit of luck. Now we know that obviously the Colossus is the Colossus, and really, now then, is our vegetables? Sorry, vegetables? I think it's actually wheat. Is our wheat tipping, or is it being naughty as it frequently is? And are our chickens like starving now? It would take 3 or 4 months actually for them to run out completely. So I do like this new mod that's selling the chickens. It is realistic. I do like it, and it does bring in quite a lot of cash. Right, so how are we doing? Oh, it's definitely topping up. Yeah, it is. Let's get those eggs. Now, do we need them in the cannery to make? No, we've got plenty of flour in there, plenty of eggs, potatoes. We're nearly out. So we are pretty much where we're going to be actually with all these soups. Because I think we've pretty much run out of products. Yeah, it looks like it. But we did have more than glad I finally cottoned on that we'd still got some left. Right, let's get this done. Let's get these... no, because we can top that up. And it's not going down very much now. Because it's like not working right. If we grab that, stick that on there. I mean, yeah. Oh, my bad. Oh, that was a terrible... We didn't judge that at all. Well, we did. We judged it terribly badly. Is all I'm going to say. We definitely did judge it. It was terribly poor. So if we just stick that... Really, not quite. Yeah, more fingers and thumbs as that old saying goes. That'll do. It's not perfect, but we got everything. That's the name of the game. I would like to do my chickens like... going out a lot more than they do, but for some reason it's not actually on the it's not doing so. I've got to be doing something differently where I need to look it up. I have checked a few times on Farmer Bob. You don't really need to do meshes anymore, even though it's got a nav mesh inside it. You don't use them anymore. There's no need, but I've like dragged them out in the normal, like where the animals are supposed to pop, and mine's much bigger than what we see here. That little tiny bit in front is definitely nowhere near. I've got them like probably out to here, and like they are not wandering anywhere more than just like this little bit here, which is a bit terrible. Yeah, I wanted to do what Polenier did. That was fantastic. So I must be doing something wrong. I'm going to have to take a look at bigger animal enclosures and do the same thing, and like, yeah, because I'd really like to do it. I really like them to wander around a bit more, to be sort of spread out. I think Polenier was really beautiful, the fact that they wandered around the farmyard. I really enjoyed that, apart from running them over a few times. I didn't enjoy that, but yeah, it just adds that bit of realism. I really like it. So I mean, they're very well trained chickens. These, we've got them trained. They're not allowed to go more than 20 foot away from the enclosure. So yeah, they're very, very well trained animals. Right, so then we've got our... Yeah, I love the fact that we bought that vegetable thing. That's amazing. We've done all of our work, so really all we keep having to do is weeds. Let's just check. Let's be really thorough, because like we need to spray. If we shouldn't have. We know we shouldn't have, but like... It's weeds. It's there and it's on. So we've not got a sausage, which we shouldn't have, of course. So just prove the game is sort of working, because it was a bit hit and miss, really, that particular element of the game to begin with. Oh, my favourite vegetable, beetroot's growing very nicely. That little bit of red that you can see, very realistic. That very realistic. Let's go through. We've done all that we need to do, because we have only got a chicken. Yeah, so one thing I'm a little bit we were sinking money into tractors right at the point where you would have brought more animals in, and I did mention a few times, oh yeah, we need to get some cows, but then every single time you would have done it, you'd not got the money to feed them or something like that, and so it didn't work out. Ooh. Now this, I called Rory Christie out, not badly because he is a really cracking modder, but I did tell the truth about this. It was terrible in FS22, but it's the complete polar opposite in FS25. It is a beautiful bit of kit that is now completely fit for purpose, and this would be my go-to. Yeah, it's very reasonable. All of his kit was very reasonable before, so we're going to buy it anyway, just because we can. Yeah, no, I do like it a lot. I'm going to buy these two, but I think we might buy all three. We don't any extras. We don't care about having a long pipe because we're just selling it. Yeah, so short pipe will do. The new person can decide if they want a big one. We're going to sell it because we have no need for such thing on our particular farm. We are going to buy that SPW Intense as well. And I think we might even buy the Hispano thing because, like, we should make a tidy packets from this little lot, shouldn't we, really? It is a very nice bit of kits. It is. Ooh, although it's a bit... Whoever had it before was, like, battered it a bit. So, but, yeah. It's looking good. Fantastic. Let's get this sold. Yes, there are no items because we bought them all. Let's get this done. Right, so... Let's get you sold first. Oh, it's got. It might be able to sort of manage the bale. Depends on the hitch type. No, I don't think it will. It's not the right kind. But sometimes Hispano might do. Hispano is like on a roll at the minute. I was in yesterday and it was Hispano, 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 and I'm like, okay, well, Hispano's been busy. Yeah. Lots and lots of converts from FS22, it looks like to me. Yes, the older models that we were all very familiar with. We're going to sell you, yes. Fantastic. We need to borrow one of our tractors. Yeah, we do. I was going to grab the... Yeah, it's obviously we're not very far away, are we, from like where we need to be? No, you're a little bit smaller. Yes, you I like. I'm yeah, looking forward to. Oh, I'm hitting a tree. I was going to say, why am I not moving? My wheel's catching on a tree. Let's grab you and avoid bumping into all these weeders that we've not needed for a long time because we ploughed nearly all the time. I do like doing it, and I now have designed stone pickers too. It sort of means I've got a very cheap way of grabbing stones off the fields. New Hope, it's broken, I can't do it, so I will like playing with the map, as in like you were just leaving it. So yeah, the stones, unfortunately, because it's not quite right on New Hope at the minute, there's something weird's happening. I did think to begin with, as I usually do, that oh no, my mod's broken, you know, my stone picker, but it works perfectly well on every other map, so that really means it's got to be the map. It has, unfortunately. So a class and a class. It's a class act. It is, definitely. Completely classy. Definitely. Right, so then remember, do not sell the tractor. I will weep profusely, and I will even roll the game back because I'm just not having that. We're not losing this. Yeah, it's the first time I've had this in FS25. So with that, we will sell. But the tractor, no way, Jose. Definitely not. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm working on... I think it should appear on the Fent Armadillo. It's a work in progress, so you can laugh because it is pretty much not very good at present. It really is, and it's very reasonable, but it is the Fent Armadillo. I'm not sure what it's going to look like. Oh, okay. That's not supposed to happen. Not as effective as I thought. I need to like work on that a little bit. Again, it's a rough model, but I mean, I didn't expect the front 3-point link. You see, that's a dream. It is a dream, but it is still very much a dream, as we can see. It's not ready. But we are going to do... I don't know why Giant stopped allowing that, because I've got to be honest, this is like the class equivalent, really. It's a big beastly thing. It's not quite as powerful, but what I mean is, what's wrong with having a front 3-point link on it? I suppose it may be that the 1100 never has one in real life, but you could modify it. I mean, you could sort of pay someone to stick one of those on for you and do the electric, so it costs you a fortune. But if it's your favourite tractor, then wouldn't you spend 70 grand on it if you'd got that sort of cash? I think I would. Yeah, because I love the front 3-point links. It's one of the best, most beautiful. It's even better than this. It's on crawlers, complete crawlers. So it really gives you a freedom that nothing else has for driving. I love it. I do. So I've got to crack on with that. It was just a tinker this morning. I keep tinkering with it every now and again when I've got a little bit of time and I've not got the energy to do anything big. I think let's have another few minutes on trying to sort that out. So I've had another go at the reverse dolly. Again, not ready to attach or anything, but it had weird things. I might take you into my test map again soon and show you. It's like a wrecking yard for bits and bobs strewn everywhere, which of course you just pick things up and start working on them, and you keep popping in and out of the game, but it is interesting. Right, I think we've got the biggie to do. Yeah, well, we've like sunk a lot of cash into that, and if we don't sell it, we're in trouble. Yes, 330 odd thousand, so we keep in that beautiful bit of kit. I know it's late in the Let's Play, but it's useful even for the 50 tonner or 48 tonner or whatever it is amazing. The price for those, you can stick boxes all over the place and keep grabbing them. It's so very versatile for that, and now it's fixed. I do intend on using it quite a lot. I might even have a go at making a similar thing. I might use the changing system though. I like the way that they've done that. I do. I'm trying to work with the new, not the old. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but what I mean is, I thought, oh, that's a new idea. But I do, obviously there is a place for the hook lifts. They are really cracking. So, right, so we're up to 2401, and we bought a bit of kit for ourselves too. So that's not terrible, really. Now then, let's check. We haven't really got anything to sell at present. Our bread will be should be churning out more and more. In fact, it's about full. So we ought to do something about that. I think we ought to we might have to offload a load of bread. Well, I suppose what we could do is be clever. Let's just, instead of loading it, because we've got to double handle this because we are running out of storage space. Although, how much more have we got to do? That's what we ought to be really checking. See, there's no flour in there. Didn't we tell the flour to stop? It just basically chugged along on the flour that it had got, didn't it? I've still got 85 tons of oats. So really, it is going to be a problem. So we do need, let's go and assist. So we're going to have to double handle, unfortunately. Sometimes this is just the price you have to pay. Where was my telehandler disappeared to? It should be down there somewhere, shouldn't it? Am I probably in it, knowing me? Yeah. That's why you can't see it. It's a little arrow. Oh, do you know? Yeah, sometimes even I think, oh my life. Yes, I've got a few comments I've got to reply to today. A new commenter. It's always nice to hear from anybody, to be honest. Especially, massive shout out to Kevin, I've got to be honest, for his continued and utter support of the channel is absolutely amazing. The way that he secretly likes the videos and things like that. It really is fantastic the way that Kevin's support is second to none in the entire history of the channel. It really is appreciated. That kind of support is invaluable. It really is. And his comments, yeah, especially his comments. But what I mean is so really, what we're going to do, how we're going to do this, we're just going to keep pushing long lines, and then we'll just at the end just grab them all. That would work, because otherwise we've got to angle things, and it's not quite. Now this is one time where something like Mack Trucker's very long ones would be quite useful. if you could sort of like grab them, again, it'd be a bit of a niche sort of thing, but if you could sort of do this and then like went under 3 and you could pick 3 up at once, although for me it wouldn't be good because it sort of like breaks that immersion of like where reality becomes, whereas like this you could really do that in real life, so it's really I need to keep it straight. That'll do. Yeah, if we just keep ferrying a few bits and bobs, by the time we come back 3 will have popped again, and then we can just keep doing this until we've got a bit more space in the bakery for it to bake more. Now we know, obviously, I mean, yeah, there are certain things that I've always said this. Obviously, this bread would be mouldy if we sold it in January, but the game, we know this. This is like a thing for the game, isn't it, really? So it's, we know this. Everybody knows this. It's you really would sell them every day, actually, not every month, every single day. Because bread is not really the best for like leaving for any length of time, is it really? Proper bakeries tend to bake every single day. Fantastic. Yeah, so my choc support is something I've got to work on my trailer because, oh, be careful, you're going to stop them spawning. Yeah, because it's got to the point where it's driving me crazy and it needs it now. It literally, I was on Polenia yesterday doing another episode on that, and it was like rolling into the water, and I've got to have something on it all the time because but it never used to be like that. I put the support back on, but I don't like the supports. It is a collision, but it's not quite big enough. But I don't like the way it catches in the ground, so I'd sooner go for choc support, where I haven't got any kind of support on the front, where it just rests. What I've gone for. I'm quite pleased. I sort of stumbled up across it, but it's 4 wheels. It's only got 4 wheels so that it rests on them, so it's sort of level. So when you put things on, it works. It's really, really level because it's not. It only uses 2. The front 2 wheels are sort of like slightly because of the drawbar position, and I'm happy with that. Yeah, it is. I mean, it was a mistake, as in like I didn't mean to do it, but like when I thought actually that's not a bad idea. Some of the best ideas often are stumbled upon things we think actually that's going to work really well. So yes, it is by design. Again, there are certain things. There is a game, and I'm acknowledging that fact. But you've got to sometimes. How many have we got there? We're going to have to like. I think we're going to like tweak them, push them a little bit to the right if we can manoeuvre them. So I think we've run out of room. Yes, it's strange. We've not got anything like the big backhander, have we, at present? So, yeah, I'm hoping DD My Passion actually does that. He's done lots of... Oh, okay, that was... Yeah, that I didn't expect. Not that quickly. It's not normally that quick. So I suppose I could have done this. That might have been a good idea to actually stack them like this. Ooh. Yeah, this is going to get old soon. Let's just quickly push them. And yeah, I suppose if we'd have done that from the beginning, it would have been. And it's typical, isn't it? It's hindsight is such a wonderful thing. I would imagine that we've got probably about 30 out. So shouldn't be too much more. We could sort of be clever then. Let's do this sideways. Although it's best to push them first. This is one thing that the pusher was. I can't remember who did it, but it was a cracking bit of kit. My brain's telling me Hispano, but it might be. But it was a really cracking bit of kit. Yeah, you waste a lot of time. That's the trouble with this kind of thing. Let's try for a realism, because you can do it without doing that. But yeah, let's just grab 2 at a time, and we'll stick them abreast with what we've already done this away. Which is an awful lot easier, but yeah, the pushers are fantastic bit of kit that really does this kind of like lines for you, and then obviously you can just whisk it all like normally, which is brilliant. So I suppose what we could do is like that, because it'll grab them anyway, but like it just saves the So we need to sort of do this reasonably quickly, really. I don't want the whole session to be about moving bread, but well, I suppose that, yeah, if it's where the business needs to be, it's where the business needs to be. Really? It's cool. Yeah, any jobs, I don't want to leave any jobs that we sort of didn't do our best for the farm and the businesses of the farm. Now, we are very close to harvest, so it's, yeah, we'll, it's August, I think? I think it is. It's August. Let's grab these. I'd imagine we're not terribly far off, but we might have another 10 or something. Oh, my life, that's a bit of a disaster. That was not good. Yeah, so the pusher's a cracking idea. Which actually, yeah, people are going with now for in productions, for pushing things or keeping things from appearing. I like the idea, yes. Biggins is a modder that's got my attention. Yeah, he's and so is the one who makes the Owltech. That's a modder who knows how to mod. Yeah, it really is. It's sort of, I look and I think, oh, now that's where I need to be in time. Yeah, I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day. I do realise that. I keep sometimes chiding myself and think, oh, I'm not. I think about where you came from. Think about what you could achieve 3 months ago. And to be honest, I don't think you're doing too badly. Yeah, okay, so you're struggling with animations, well, I would imagine. Most people struggle with that kind of thing to begin with. I will get there. I know. I'm determined to do it. JMGaming sort of try to point me in the right direction, but the trouble is, obviously, if you're a modder and you get that, as in like, you know, I do. It's a bit like I'm IT. And I don't fall for this, but there's a lot of IT technicians that think in their own head. By what I mean by that is they're experts, so they think, why do you not know this? You know, like when people say, oh, I can't do this, and they're a bit ashamed to come to you because it's a really simple thing for you, but it's not a really simple thing for them. And you've got to remember that as an expert, that actually your expertise, what they're asking of you is, it's not easy for them. You've got to remember that, and it is. There's a lot of technicians and a lot of, you know, like IT managers that sort of like think, oh, why are you being so silly? They're not. They're not experts like you. You've got to think like them. It is true. They forget. That's your expertise. If you tried to do what a teacher did and teach in a classroom, trust me, you'd be rubbish. It's true. It doesn't come easy. All skills require effort of learning and mastery. There is no such thing as an easy job. Except an easy job. No, there isn't really. All jobs, if people make a job look easy, it's because they're good at it. It's not because it's easy. Not at all. Right, that's it. Let's just push that one. So there's a semblance of order, and I would say that we're not far off. Well, the bottom line is what we will have done, well, apart from making a mess there, is we will have allowed an awful lot of room now, hopefully, so that we don't need to do this again before, like, selling all the bread. But I would imagine that the flour now can freely go from the mill. No, we are distributing it. It's churning away. It is doing a lot every day. Even that's why we've got 50 odd tons of bread. So it's this that's got the pig food in. I like it. I do. I'm glad that I've done that as well as the pig food in there. But I did want to, and early on, like when you're thinking that's a good idea, I did it, and it's there now in all my models. So it saves you that. Yeah, I'm working on. It's just a placebo at the minute, as in like it's a copy of something else. So it's just a placeholder. But I love these models because obviously the work that's gone into each of the models is it 27,000? It should be. I think it should only be 27. I think it's one of this set. Spinny Taylor production. the big production, the large, and then we've got the cannery suit factory. It's this one here. One of these isn't really a grapes and oils mod. It's a placeholder for another mod. Oh, actually, I've got 3 of them. So that's my cement factory, which needs its graphics changing. It's broken at the minute. Yeah, I'm making a luxury desserts with vegetables. I've worked with vegetables a lot. Obviously, we've got the cannery, but I thought, well, I want to do something different to the cannery. I want to do the vegetables: spinach, peas, carrots, all of the vegetables. But I would like to do luxury desserts. So I did my research first because I thought, well, that's a silly idea. Luxury desserts with vegetables. I thought, don't be silly, you are being really daft now. So I thought, well, let's have a look, shall we? Am I being silly? Pea risotto. I mean, green beans. I thought, oh, green beans. You're not going to have like anything made out of green beans. Well, you'd be surprised. Actually, there is a couple of things that are, yeah. So I've got puddings for all of them. Luxury, of course, because in the game they really would have to be very expensive because you're going to have to put flour and eggs and so the product is going to take some refinement, so therefore it's going to need to be a good price at the end of it, or else it's not worth doing. Like the cereal factory that Giants did, that was a total ridiculous idea because it wasn't thought through. So then let's go through till animals. Just check that there's still some food, enough food for them. Yes, I think they're not going to starve today. That's definitely true. Let's go through till July morning. Where are we on 9 o'clock? We should be on 8. My bat. Right, we should check the sales. And, yeah. If we got another vegetable harvester, then I would... excess chicken sold. I don't mind if we do. Right, okay, so we didn't think about that. It's a little bit late for buying that. That's a very good price for 65,000 litres. These are what I need to do on the edge of fields on Let's Plays where I'm using them. But I also could put little tiny cell stations to represent small... points where we have it topped up, which I think is probably, and it would still be cheaper than the Garant, but it is a proper thing, isn't it? So that's the 200 horsepower one that we had on Hutan Pantai. It is beautiful. So 2,405,000. Let's have a quick look at. Well, they're still happy. We're all right, but I would imagine our things are getting fairly close to harvest, and the colour should be very dark green. Yes. So this is obviously going to be later. But these all look like in the morning they will be ready. So with that in mind, let's go through to harvest. And next session we will get this job done. We'll get it started definitely. So let's go through till August. 16,000 litres. That's only going to go down to 14 or 13,000. There's plenty of food in. But we will feed them, we'll top them up straight after this. Yeah, like before, so that when I can harvest straight away, basically, is what I mean. Right, so, we should have done that, shouldn't we? Yes, I think we can see that everything's ready to rock and roll. So, I'm not sure, do we assist with an amity as well? Perhaps? We can grab you. You will do nicely to... although I'm not worried about the eggs. We'll shift them. It's I've still got to do that. I might have a quick tweak and see if I can make more spawn points for the eggs. Yeah, because it's not big enough. It's a very big square, but it might be. I keep saying this, and I think it's true. It might be that there's a limit, because it looks to me like it's big enough for like more. I'm sure, I vaguely remember on the sheep and goats thing, that I had to do something on that as well, like tell it like more, and it did it. So right, what have I done? Let's move it that way. Right, so apologies. I thought my wife was popping in, and she's not. Wheat. I think we're going the wrong way. Oh, we were. Right, so let's get these fed, and then really, that's not a bad place to leave it. Yeah, I might assist with the amateur. We might lease one as well, so that we've got, like, because there's an awful lot of vegetables to actually do. I think there's a bit too much, so we might assist with the leased amateur. Well, sorry, at least BI Industries. Get it right. Yeah, it's one of ours, not amateurs. It's very similar to the amateur, but trust me, the amateur have done nothing like we have done, so it's definitely unique. But oh, okay, yeah. Epidisc 4.5 meter cultivator. It's a brilliant bit of kit, this, the Recordia. Obviously ideal for a small pond, but not bad either as a water tanker, a little one. So that it really is quite a cracking bit of kit with a decent sort of spread as well. And no, you can't. That's the one thing you can go for the Mosca, or Moesca as I like to call it. It's a shame you can't stick the Duo on though. Boy, oh boy, that would really make that a completely different beast. It really would. I do love the Duo. It is fantastic. 30 meters spread for the win. It is. Loving that. And 10,000 for it is just tremendously fantastic. So that's where we're going to leave it. Next session, we shall be getting out the beast. We shall definitely. Did we buy a header for this already? And I'd forgotten. Because it's the sort of thing I would do in it. Yeah. Well, no, it's just sugar beet, which is not much use to us really, being as we haven't got any. Let's just get the header ready for next session, so that we can just like rip. Oh no, you're gonna go through that. I love the colours. I do. I think I should have done the wheels a little bit differently though. I do love this. I've used this quite a few times now. Obviously the Colossus is very similar. Have I ever used the Colossus one? I don't think I have. I've had this every single time. We've been fortunate enough to get this, and I'm very happy with this. I'm not happy with the Colossus. I don't mean that at all. Chris S and Riley S, cracking modders. They are really, really. I do love their work. That should be the potato. I think. No. I think I'm sure it is that one. Well, whether we did actually leave the potato one. We haven't sold it, have we? The potato one. Have I shifted it or what? Please tell me I haven't sold it by mistake. If it is, I will allow myself to buy it at like half price or something. Because yeah, it really that would have been a mistake totally. So I'm hoping. What is this one? This is the potato one, isn't it? Yeah, it's got to be. So let's grab the other one. We will need this too, so we'll just leave this one here a little. And I can see it now, the Colossus. Obviously, it's all based upon the roper, so the attachments should all be right anyway. That's a point. Or could you grab the Homer? I know we wouldn't want to, it's just a lot smaller. No, exactly, so I'm not even... Oh, still everything turns terribly. It really is quite awful. These are really nice to steer normally, but with the steering being knobbled as it has, it's... can we go through here? Is there any objects that are going to block us? Because it's a bit... Yeah, we're a bit of a beast, really. So ready to rock and roll. And what we'll do is also we're going to grab an amateur wheel. There's too much really for just one harvester. Even though this is fantastic, we're going to lease an amateur too, I think. Yeah, let's just repair this. Did we repair? Oh, we'll check. We'll repair them both. We need them both in tip-top condition. We'll then lease the amateur too. And then that is a wrap for this session, definitely. So repair. Oh, we didn't. And repair a little bit less. And also, I think we're going to customize this so its 2 is a different colour. I think we'll go black with a touch of red. I'll go slightly more orangey. Massey Ferguson is one of my favourites. Oh yes, that's definitely. I think this one too, a bit of Massey too. I do like the case too, but oh yes, now that is very nice. I like it a lot. Yeah, that we will do for €82. Absolutely, we will. Yeah, we do. Definitely. Fantastic. Let's grab that. Get it onto the edge of the... Oh, yes. Now that is a bit something nice. Matches very well as well. Not a bad choice of colours. Yes, the BI colours. Black and red. You're not going to get through there anymore because someone has blocked the way with like a million no's. So let's like... Yeah, it seems... Yeah, I know the turn has been changed on this because I've used this so often. I know how it steers and it's just horrible. I'm having to like steer twice as far as I used to, which is quite disconcerting when you've got used to the way you steer on this. And it has got the back wheels are turning, so it's not like it's had those, because you can just have the front wheels, but it's completely turning on. All the steering axles are all turning, and you can see the wheels are turning, so it's definitely not that. So that's done. Ready for the next session. And then we are going to like lease an Amity. I've got to get the right one as well. It is, I believe, in vegetables. I've sort of got one of these I'm working on as well. It's going to be a harvester, but it demands that you have people driving in it. It's one of the biggies. So, 47.8. I've got 3 of those, and one of them's right. You see, that's the one that's got the new vegetables in. I think this is the one as well. This is a bit... Yeah, that's the seat. It is, because the game demands it's a manned vehicle. So this is a prototype. It will be a lot better. The seat's a little bit... It's comfortable. It's proper leather, but it's a bit basic, shall we say, at present. But it will be... It's just so as I can start to do things. I need to put pedals. I need to go really monstrously. I didn't realise how big a project it was to make a manned... obviously, it can be an assisted as well. It's like still not... But I have actually got a bar in this. I actually don't think you should see this. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, you can. That silver bar, obviously, it's a work in progress. I've got it on the wrong model. Only I can do that. I've stuck it in the complete wrong model. I've already got the other model with a start. Mind you, no, I do want this as a standard as well. So I haven't really done it wrong yet. I worked on this, the blender. It's very similar. The only thing is the little tiny nodules that are the things that pull the spinner things. Obviously, it's a bit like a roller with spinners that go in the ground and actually lift the vegetables. I think I need some more spinners as well. They would have to be like almost... Oh, no, because I suppose it's in rows. Your carrots are in rows. So, again, you would do your row, which is why farming has to be precise, because otherwise your little spinners are in the wrong place and you can't be pulling your veggies out of the ground. So yeah, it's based upon the one that is actually in game. Actually, I looked and to see what they look like, so it is... I don't think you can see them. If I go to... No, that's not what I want. If I go to spinach harvesters, I don't think you can see it. Obviously, I've gone into the i3. Why are you... I say... Oh yeah, you can. You can just about make them out, the little tiny spinner things, a bit closer together. I am right. Yeah, I need... The rows are a bit... I think mine are about half of that. I stretched it, so I think what I need to do is not stretch it. I just need more of them, and I need to rip that one to pieces and like rebuild it with what I've actually done, because it was based upon the proper measurements of this really in the first place, because they spin it out and then send it up the belt system, which sends it to the back. So yeah, I've literally based it on the rear model so that I could honestly say that you did everything, and then the green beans very similar, but they're much more. Yeah, they can see the green beans are like wiry little things, so they're a little bit different. And that's why I might actually do different models, or I might, I suppose, it's in there as well. Yeah, it is. Without its like rollery thing, obviously. This one I've used this. I literally had it. Yeah, it is. They've all similar. They've got little tiny spinnery things. So what I could do is do one type like that that's got bigger ones in as well. That they retract on the model. That's There's basically it's got 3 sets. So it could do the job of all 3 in one, but like they're retractable little tiny spinny things, because it looks like some are small, some are big, some are medium, so I need to like do that and incorporate that into a single model that would like retract them. So it's a bit of work for me to get it right, but yeah, I've made a start on it already. I just need to go back to the model and like multiply how many of those, and also do some thinner by the look of it. So simple as that. And then when I've done that, we just like do lots of them. But that's it. Yeah, so I believe we were actually going to lease one though. That's what we were really after, I believe. So we want to be going for this traditional, which one of the 107,000 ones. Any one of these. And it is the biggie. Yeah, these are the finished ones. So let's lease that. We do indeed. Fantastic. So we will get a tractor on that now as well. So it too is on the edge of it, and I will be doing that myself. Yeah, that's going to be my job. We shall indeed let you have the honour, because I'm going to enjoy. Yeah, I've not got much left time to be using these beautiful bits of kit. Yes, I shall miss this. That's why I'm making the most of this. Yeah. Right, so then, let's grab this. Fantastic. I do love this a lot. And I've now shrunk it so it's only the same size as the Amity with its hopper on top, and it does feel nicely. It's not perfect, but I've disguised it with the silver plate at the top because the fill plane wasn't quite right. We should sort of do it. You couldn't really be any wider. I've got this on an English map. It's a bit of a struggle. You'd have to low loader it in, really. I'm sort of stuck. I need to like grab a telehandler to lift it over, which it is. It's not solid metal, so it is heavy, but yeah, I think it's probably doable. I could also have a ramp built, I suppose, but it's a bit of a Ooh. No, these are vegetables that giants have actually thought about this. You can actually trample them without destroying them. I think you can potatoes. I think they changed it a few months back, didn't they? Because I went on a potato field and I thought, ooh, narrows. And thought, yeah, but I'm not actually crushing them, that's a little bit odd. But so, yeah, this is ready to rock and roll. So that is ready for next session. So, yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on the last little bit of this journey to see how well this farm did. Because I think it's going to be quite a spectacular finish. I do. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for now.